Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone, and your partner says, "Hey, look at this funny meme." You barely glance up and mumble, "Uh-huh." They look down, a little deflated. What just happened? That was a connection attempt, a simple effort to engage your attention, and you missed it. It may seem insignificant, but these small moments are the building blocks of our relationships. They weave the fabric of emotional trust and intimacy. In this video, we're diving into the world of connection attempts, those subtle signals that whisper, "I want to connect with you." Whether it's a question, a gesture, or a shared laugh, these moments are the heartbeats of any relationship. Connection attempts can be as simple as a smile or as profound as a heartfelt conversation. They're everyday interactions that, when responded to positively, can transform the dynamics of any relationship. But why do these attempts matter so much? Because each one is a chance to strengthen the bonds we share. When we recognize and respond to these attempts, we affirm our commitment to the relationship. Throughout this video, we'll explore how these small interactions shape the success or failure of our relationships. We'll uncover how being attuned to these moments can lead to deeper connections and greater emotional trust. Get ready to discover how you can make a difference in your relationships, sometimes in just 5 seconds or less. Let's start recognizing those connection attempts and see how they can transform your life. Connection attempts are the subtle signals that weave the fabric of our relationships. These moments, whether a smile, a question, or a touch on the shoulder, invite us to engage, be present, and build bridges with those we care about. Verbal connection attempts are often straightforward. They come as questions like, "How was your day?" or statements such as, "I had a rough day." These words are more than mere conversation. They're invitations to share and empathize, seeking understanding and support. Nonverbal attempts, on the other hand, are unspoken gestures that speak volumes. A warm smile, a reassuring nod, or even a playful wink can communicate a desire to connect without uttering a single word. These gestures convey affection and attention, bridging the gap between two people in a way words sometimes cannot. Not all connection attempts are obvious. Sometimes they come disguised as complaints or seemingly mundane remarks. When someone says, "We never talk anymore," it might be their way of reaching out, hoping for a deeper connection. Recognizing these attempts is crucial because they are the building blocks of emotional trust and intimacy. When we acknowledge and respond to them, we reinforce the bonds that hold our relationships together. So the next time someone reaches out, whether through words or actions, take a moment to engage. It's these small gestures that can make a world of difference in how we relate to one another. In the realm of relationships, connection attempts are like the gentle ripples on a pond. Small, yet capable of creating waves that touch every corner of our emotional landscape. Let's delve into the diverse ways these attempts manifest in our daily interactions, both verbally and non-verbally. Imagine a simple question like, "How was your day?" This isn't just a casual inquiry, it's an invitation to share a moment, to open up a dialogue, to connect. When someone says, "We did it," after completing a project, it's not only a statement of achievement, but also a call to celebrate together. And then there are those moments when a friend or partner says, "I had a rough day." Now consider the nonverbal realm, where actions often speak louder than words. A hug, a playful wink, or simply holding hands. These affectionate gestures are powerful connection attempts. They convey warmth, affection, and a desire to be close without uttering a single word. Body language, too, plays its part. A sigh, a hopeful smile, or even a fleeting glance can communicate volumes. Sometimes, connection attempts are cleverly disguised. A complaint like, "We never talk anymore," might seem negative on the surface, but it's often a plea for attention, a subtle cry for reconnection. Such disguised attempts challenge us to look beyond the words and understand the underlying desire for closeness. Think of each connection attempt as a tiny bridge reaching out to the other person, inviting them to step closer. It's these small yet significant gestures that weave the fabric of our relationships. They are the threads that bind us, the signals that say, "I want to connect with you." Recognizing and responding to these attempts can transform ordinary interactions into meaningful exchanges, fostering deeper emotional connections. As we navigate the complexities of our relationships, let us be mindful of these attempts, both verbal and nonverbal. Let us embrace them as opportunities to engage, to listen, and to respond with empathy. By doing so, we not only honor the efforts of those around us, but also strengthen the very foundations of our relationships, one connection at a time. Imagine for a moment a bridge being built between two people. Each connection attempt is like a plank laid down, inviting the other person to step closer. Now, how we respond to these attempts can either strengthen that bridge or dismantle it altogether. Let's dive deeper into the impact of our responses on the emotional trust and dynamics within our relationships. When someone reaches out with a connection attempt, we have three primary ways to respond: turning toward, turning away, or turning against. Turning toward means acknowledging the attempt and engaging with it positively. It's like saying, "I see you and I want to connect too." On the other hand, turning away is when we ignore or dismiss the attempt. It might look like continuing to scroll through your phone when your partner shares something with you. This response can create distance, leaving the other person feeling overlooked or unimportant. Over time, consistently turning away can erode the foundation of emotional trust. Then there's turning against, which is more confrontational. It involves responding with irritation or anger, perhaps snapping back or belittling the attempt. This not only damages emotional trust, but can also lead to conflict and resentment, pushing the other person further away. Research by Dr. John Gottman highlights the significance of turning toward. In successful relationships, partners turn toward each other's attempts 86% of the time. Contrast this with couples who divorce, who only turn toward each other 33% of the time. This stark difference underscores just how pivotal our responses are in shaping the health of our relationships. So, why do these responses matter so much? Emotional trust is the glue that holds relationships together. When we turn toward connection attempts, we affirm our commitment to understanding and supporting one another. It's these small, consistent acts of engagement that build a reservoir of positive interactions, cushioning the relationship against inevitable challenges. Consider this: every time you respond positively to a connection attempt, you're not just acknowledging a moment, you're investing in the long-term health of your relationship. You're saying, "I value you and our connection." This builds a sense of security and belonging, fostering a deeper emotional bond. In essence, our responses are powerful tools. They shape the narrative of our relationships, influencing how we feel about ourselves and each other. By choosing to turn toward connection attempts, we can create a cycle of positivity and trust that strengthens our bonds, one interaction at a time. Let's embrace these opportunities to connect and watch our relationships flourish. Imagine a parent and child at the dinner table. The child, eager to share their day, excitedly starts talking about a school project. The parent, engrossed in their phone, nods absent-mindedly. The child's face falls, and the moment passes. This is a missed connection attempt, a chance for emotional closeness that slipped away. Now picture the same scenario, but this time, the parent puts down the phone and leans in, asking questions and showing genuine interest. The child beams, feeling valued and heard. Such simple changes in response can transform the relationship dynamic, building a reservoir of emotional trust. In romantic relationships, these moments are equally pivotal. Consider a partner who, after a long day, softly says, "I miss how we used to spend time together." A response that turns away might be, "I'm too tired to talk about it now." But turning toward the attempt could be as simple as replying, "I miss that too. Let's plan something special this weekend." Such positive responses nurture the bond, fostering a sense of security and connection. These real-life scenarios highlight the profound impact of how we respond to connection attempts. Each interaction is an opportunity to either build or erode emotional closeness. By being present and engaging with these attempts, we open the door to deeper understanding and intimacy. Whether it's a child's story or a partner's longing, recognizing and valuing these moments is key to strengthening any relationship. So next time someone reaches out, pause and consider your response. It might just be the bridge you need to bring you closer together. Remember, it's not just about the big gestures. Often it's the small, everyday interactions that truly matter. As we conclude our journey through understanding connection attempts, let's reflect on the power these small gestures hold. Every day, you have countless opportunities to strengthen your relationships in just seconds. It starts with recognizing those subtle signals, the questions, the smiles, the gentle touches that say, "I want to connect with you." Think of these as tiny bridges, each one an invitation to step closer and build a stronger bond. Imagine the impact if you consciously chose to turn toward these attempts, to engage and respond with genuine interest and warmth. It's in these moments that emotional trust is fortified and relationships are transformed. Research shows that couples who thrive are those who respond positively to each other's connection attempts most of the time. This isn't just about romantic relationships. Whether it's a friend reaching out with a funny story, a child seeking your attention with a drawing, or a partner sharing a moment of vulnerability, your response can make all the difference. So, here's a challenge for you. In the next few days, make it your goal to notice and respond to every connection attempt you encounter. It might be as simple as pausing to listen, offering a comforting word, or sharing a smile. These small acts of engagement are the building blocks of deep, meaningful relationships. Remember, the key to a strong relationship isn't in grand gestures, but in these everyday interactions. By actively engaging with connection attempts, you not only enhance your relationships, but also enrich your own life with deeper connections and greater emotional fulfillment. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's make our relationships stronger, one connection at a time. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep building those bridges.